Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the touchdowns that were uploaded on Facebook at this date in touchdown history for yesterday's date, November 12th. Yes, a day late, but trust me, still worth the watch. We started in 1950. The NFL's Washington Redskins and Philadelphia Eagles are battling on a dusty field, and yes, those are what the NFL teams looked like back in the day. Philadelphia has the ball, and at quarterback is Bill McCreadis. He's going to take the snap with a straight T formation behind him, fake the handoff, play action, drops back, rolling to his left, throws. It is caught by Toy Ledbetter around the 12. He skirts to the right and blasts into the end zone for the 19-yard reception. I'm going to pause this one real quick because I want to mention that this game, November 12th, 1955, is featured in the movie Back to the Future 2. In the scene where old Biff travels back in time to give young Biff the sports almanac, he turns on the radio, and we hear radio broadcast from the game-winning field goal in this game. But before all that happened, UCLA had the ball and were driving. Back to pass, the UCLA quarterback, and it's tipped and intercepted by Washington's Jones. I don't know the first name. It wasn't in the newspaper nor in the movie, but Jones goes 61 yards for the touchdown that will later help set up UCLA's game-winning field goal. On to 1965 high school football. It's Elgin versus Elgin Larkin, and that is Al Littell going 20 yards for the touchdown. Now we move to 1995. This is an editor's pick from John, our Jets fan. He starts the second play of the game from scrimmage for the 49ers and Cowboys in their annual rivalry game, and Elvis Gerbach has entered the building and throws to Jerry Rice, and he is gone. 81 yards on the second play from scrimmage. The 49ers take a 7-0 lead. Huge play to start, especially considering that the Cowboys and 49ers were a back-and-forth rivalry and always seem to meet in the playoffs, much like the Patriots and Colts in the 2000s and the Bills and Chiefs nowadays. The 49ers and Cowboys were the it rivalry of the 90s. And it's a huge start for them. Just a few plays later, however, is the touchdown that we selected as our official 1995 touchdown, and it's from the same game of the Cowboys and 49ers. Dallas has the ball, Troy Aikman under center. Daryl Johnston goes in motion. Michael Irvin fumbles, and it's picked up by Merton Hanks, the man with the elastic neck, and he is going to dance into the end zone from 36 yards out, and there is that rubberneck of his dance, and Troy Aikman is not happy. The 49ers are all over the Cowboys, 14-0. Just a couple minutes have gone by on the clock. The 49ers, the defending and Super Bowl champions, are jumping all over Dallas. And we look back at the NFC Championship turnovers. Dallas had 5. And right off the bat, they have one here. And let's take a look at the playmaker, Michael Irvin. He catches it, secures it, and the ball comes out. And Merton Hanks scoops and scores for the San Francisco 49ers. Dancing with the ball, and there is that neck action. How did he not strain his neck muscles with that dance? Later in the day, or actually the same 4 o'clock window, Chris has this pick as his editor's pick. Warren Moon to Qadry Ismail. The Vikings and Cardinals are tied at 24 in overtime, and Qadry Ismail goes 50 yards on the game-winning touchdown pass. Arizona, once again in 1995, is burned on a huge play in overtime. They had lost to the Giants earlier in the season on a pick 6. This time, Warren Moon to the missile, Qadry Ismail, and the Vikings win 30-24, and Buddy Ryan is none too happy about that, as he knows his tenure in Arizona is not going well, and most likely did come to an end. We move on to the year 2000. It's a Keystone battle, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia has the ball. It's a fumble, and Joey Porter Jr.'s dad, Joey Porter, picks it up, and he carries the Eagle into the end zone for a 32-yard scoop and score. Yes, both Joey Porter and his son, Joey Porter Jr., have played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Joey Porter here on this touchdown run gives Pittsburgh a huge boost in Steeler country. The terrible towels are waving as Joey Porter Sr. picks up the Eagle fumble and rumbles 32 yards for the score. Once again, it's an off-tackle play for the Eagles, and it's just popped out. And once Porter picks it up, he's gone. Well, no, he's not gone, as he has to carry a Philadelphia Eagle into the end zone. That was the year 2000, 25 years ago. We move on to 20 years ago and college ball, LSU and Alabama. And with the ball is Jamarcus Russell in overtime. He's back to pass, trailing Alabama 13-10. He throws to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown by Dwayne Bowe. Russell to Bowe. How would Jamarcus Russell not be a surefire top talent NFL pro one day? Well, we all know the history. He wasn't. But on this night, he beat Alabama in overtime with a pass to Bowe. Russell to Bowe. We move on to 2015. It's the Bills. It's the Jets. It's the color rush game where colorblind people couldn't tell who was who. And it's a fumble on a kickoff. And Duke Williams picks it up for the Buffalo Bills and scores from 19 yards out for the touchdown on this Thursday night color rush. And yes, it was a fumble. And it's picked up by Duke Williams. And it's a touchdown for Buffalo. We move on to the year 2020, and this is the first of 4 touchdowns by the Boise State Broncos, where 3 of them are editor's picks. This first one is scored by Avery Williams. It is a blocked punt recovered in the end zone by Boise State. Blocked by Williams, picked up by Williams for the touchdown, and now we move on to the second editor's pick. Another blocked punt, and this time it's picked up by DJ Schramm, and he rumbles 20 yards for this touchdown. A second block kick for the Boise State Broncos, scooped up and run into the end zone. Here you see the block, and Schramm is just right in the right place at the right time to score for the Broncos. Poor Colorado State did not know what was happening to them on this one. The next play is a field goal. It is blocked, a third block, and this time it's picked up by Koenoki Kaniho. And he is going to go 91 yards for the third Boise State blocked kick return for a touchdown. Koenoki Kaniho. Touchdown, Boise State. And as you see by the scoreboard, these are actually out of order. The Kaniho touchdown was scored before the Shrams. But regardless, 3 blocked kicks returned for scores. Now the official 2020 score. It's a reverse. It's Boise on the run. He cuts in at the 10 to the 5 and fumbles into the end zone, recovered by Nick Crabtree. The offensive lineman gets the thick 6. Fumble recovery for the offense in the end zone as Boise State destroyed Colorado State on this odd night for touchdowns, and we showcased 4 of them on this date in touchdown history. Finally, 2024, UB, the Buffalo Bulls, and Ball State. Lamar Sperling is going to catch this 14-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Agbana for the Bulls to give them an overtime win. Another MACtion action as the MAC brings us Tuesday and Wednesday night football. This one from Tuesday, Lamar Sperling, 14-yard reception from C.J. Agbana. That's it, folks. 14 touchdowns uploaded on Facebook yesterday, and this date in touchdown history. Which one was your favorite? Oh, real quick, they review it to make sure he did have possession in a 51-48 victory for the UB Bulls on campus against Ball State. Thanks for joining us. Tell us which one's your favorite